Hi, Zeus here. I won my level 18 boss battle, and the combat meta has shifted a little bit now that more and more players are filling out their tech tree at 3 engines. So I'm going to show you that kind of combat and how to be successful at it, as well as the tech tree decisions that got me to level 18. So I've been rising all day after I reorganized my base, having maxed out the cannons and the sniper towers, and now my base cannot be beaten by the all-heavy rush. So I'm just 2 wins away from level 18, so let's get into live combat and see if I can get it done. So this is a kind of base that I've seen before, and what I'm going to do is land a group of 2 heavies, 2 Zookas, and a cryo bombardier on the far left there, take out a few of the defenses, and then flare towards the top. Meanwhile, landing the other heavy and 2 Zookas on the bottom to take out the engine on the lower right. So I've got everything set up, and it's time to go. So we land our 5 boats, and on a delay basis, Kavan on the left. And you should always send your hero in on a delay basis because sometimes bad things happen to your hero and then you're going to lose your battle. So I take out those first 3 defenses on the left, and then I flare towards the top. And now we land the other 3 troops. And it's important to land the heavies near that, in range of that mortar, so the mortar zeroes in on the heavies and not on your Zookas. Meanwhile, some of my bombardiers drifted back, unfortunately. Well, anyway, that'll help speed up the taking down the engine on the bottom. Ooh, lost one of my bombardiers on the bottom, but he'll respawn up on top, so that's okay. And we're just going to keep respamming some troops so that as they come through those mines up on top, it isn't going to lose any firepower. And the battle on the bottom is pretty well beaten. I got one. I pretty much have to shock that machine gun at the bottom to prevent it taking out a lot of my remaining Zookas. And right here, I make my big mistake. I should have flared a little bit sooner. Or I should have flared. Didn't flare. Oh my god, it's wOpDestroy. Oh, and I lost by 1 second. Oh my god, because I didn't flare. That is painful. That is the first rule of warships. Always, always flare the last engine. And I violated that commandment of warships. So, good job, OP. Nicely played. Wow. So, a few battles later, I'm again within 2 battles of level 18. Let's see if we can do it going into some live combat here. We're going to reorganize our troops here. We're going to have 2 heavies, 2 Zookas, and a Kreiner go to the top, and a heavy Zooka and a Kreiner go to the bottom. And we're gonna start on the left there. And again, we're putting the heavies in range of that mortar because we just don't want the mortar to have a lucky hit on the Zookas as they're taking out those first 3 defensive items. And we're going to flare to the left as we take down that sniper tower and kind of put the troops in the middle there, hoping that they don't hit any of those mines going up the left. Which was also part of the reason for waiting to get that 3rd sniper tower, because if the Zookas run on those mines, you're going to lose a whole bunch. Like right there, they did. But anyway, we're going to use second wind, spam some more troops And the spam troops from Second Wind go in a nice radius, so they're going to help clear that minefield. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, some of the troops drifted back, and they're helping clear the bottom a little bit faster, so that's helpful. So we're Second Wind threw a health pack down there as some of the Zookas were going through the minefield, and that helped save a few of them. Even though my health pack right now is only level 1. And we're going to flare to the engine. Now that we took down the second last engine. And 232. I don't know. Sweet. Victory. All right. Well, if we can win again, we can win the level 18 chest. Okay, so this guy's got 3 mortars along the left on the bottom and a 4th there too. So again, placement of where you land your heavies is really important here. And there's also a lot of troops on the bottom, so we're going to split it up a little bit so that we have 4 going up top and 4 on the bottom. Because there's just a lot of defensive items on the bottom. The top is a little bit light. So we're going to launch our heavies in again. We're putting them strategically so that the mortars will pick them up and focus on them instead of our Zookas. So that worked out pretty well. And we're going to let them drift in there and take out a few more of the things in the bottom before going up top, including that second to last mortar and the machine gun. And then we need a flare. And we need a flare to get away from those mines. We don't want our troops running along the mines. And we gotta land our guys on the bottom now. That we got our final flare launched. Now that landing was a little bit far to the left, and it's gonna take our troops a few seconds to engage with the troops on the bottom. That was a bit of a mistake. Meanwhile, we're spamming Second Wind as we go through the minefield. Oh, he's already cleared our base. This is going slowly on the bottom. Okay, well, we got the second last engine. We're gonna have to flare, see if we can catch up. Throw a health pack down, see if some of our troops can survive to get to the engine. And 218, very slow. Yeah, the Chinese player had a nice attack, well executed. Well, if we win, we can still get there because we only lost 9 points. All right, let's see what we can do here. So this is a base that's pretty well designed, pretty equally split between the bottom and the top. So we're going to attack this one straight up from the middle on the bottom. And the idea here is that you've got ultimately your troops will divide into 2 groups, one going to the left and one going to the right. And we're going to land Kavan with the group on the left. And as troops die on the right, that's okay because they're going to respawn on the left. And then you'll still have enough troops to finish off the engine on the bottom. But you've already shifted most of your troops to the left, and that's going to save you a lot of time of having them walk across the length of the warship. And hopefully you've got some heavies in the front that either you spawn or are leading the attack from the beginning, and they walk through and take the hits from the mines. So the attack's going really well. And, you know, we are losing some Zukas here and there, but if we can take down the engine on the left, okay, we pretty much cleared everything out. We can just flare right to the last engine. So we got the flare down, and then let's see a little health pack to help some of our Zukas survive the last few mines there. And let's see if we can do it. Oh yeah, our opponent has retreated. 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Not a great time. It's still pretty good, but not a great time. Senator Moffat. So let's see what went wrong with him. So he used the classic attack on the left, taking down a few of the items, and then flaring. Lost a few guys on the mines behind my legendary trophy. So losing some more guys here and there to boom mines and mines. Okay, finish the engine on the bottom. And oof, these guys are taking hits from the mines. Oh, and my sniper towers and boom cannons took out his guys. Okay, well, anyway, with that win, we get to level 18. We get the level 18 chest, and let's open up the chest, and then we'll check out the tech tree, and we'll show you the tech tree that we've got, and what we're going to do with this chest is we're going to max out the cryo bombardiers, and that's just going to give us a lot more punch. The cryo bombardiers are actually less powerful than the Zukas, and if you can keep your Zukas alive, they do a lot more damage per second. But the other thing about the Zukas is you can't do that Hail Mary flare at the end as easily with the Zukas as you can with the cryo bombardiers. And also the cryo bombardiers have a wide range, and so they can pivot from that spot there at the top where my 4 mines are together to the left or to the right, and actually almost get both engines. Anyway, with that win, we got up to 177 on the US leaderboard. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like on the video. And thanks as always to Hercules for the video editing.